Shalom Markium.
Shalom.
Okay, Rakam Kapash.
I'm off Kwam.
Okay, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and honors out there to the brethren on the highways and byways. Okay, this lesson, I'm gonna call, the war, or a war of attrition, man. I mean, we're gonna get that term, man, but basically, it means, it's a battle of endurance, okay, which is important in this thing, okay, and it boils down to having that faith, okay, to be able to endure, okay, because we'll go through things in this truth, man. There's a lot of loss and sacrifice involved in being a man of the Lord. Okay, some people don't want to take that burden, but that's what you're meant to do as a man of the Lord. Okay, there's this, there's certain things and things that are expected of us to go through in this truth, man, because none of us are really worthy, okay, to receive that mercy and those blessings that our Lord Yahweh Shai is going to bestow upon us, man. Okay, so we have to be refined and tried and go through all kinds of adversity to be proven in this thing, man. But I want to go into like the term or the the term war of attrition, man, because that's basically what we go through, man, in the spirit. Okay, I'm always gonna get up in the Google here. I'm gonna go through what it means basically, and we're gonna jump to another source as well in a second.
This is war of attrition. I say again, war of attrition. It says attrition. Warfare is a military strategy consisting of belligerent attempts to win a war by wearing down the enemy to the point of collapse through continuous losses in personal and material. Okay,
so in this world that we live in, man, we got Esau ruling over us, okay, and he's the wicked, okay, and his whole plan, is to basically wear us down. There's even a scripture talking about they should wear out the saints, but Esau don't come at you. He don't come at us, man. He ain't got martial law troops out the door, trying to kill us right now anyway. But he does what he can to break spirits, break our spirit, break our faith, man. And that's why some people go back into the world, because they get broken, by making things too difficult. So we go through that war of attrition with Esau and the spirit, battling it out. Who can last the longest, man? Who can endure the sufferings and all this shit that we have to deal with in his world, man? Go on.
Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Okay, so it's well known, like the heathens knew that if they could keep us from keeping our laws and all that kind of stuff, that the Most High wouldn't be with us basically, and that they could take advantage of that. Okay, and Esau's got that set up today with these many idols and all these philosophies, his wine, he's got everybody drinking. Okay, he keeps you away from the Heavenly Father. But in terms of the real battle, which is basically the men of the Lord that have been risen up to stand against this wickedness, okay, it's a spiritual battle that goes back and forth, man. Okay, and we have to take losses, like not the scripture. the statement said by losses, man, and we take nothing but L's all day a lot of the time.
If I could add, when even going back to 1620, during a period of great servitude and slavery, basically we took the biggest L out of the whole of the world, everyone on the earth, man. The nation of Israel took the biggest loss. All right, so we was done being worn down, going back to a great time of oppression. You wanted to go back into the definition, Art?
Give me this first. Give me Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10, please, Art. Okay. So yeah, we take losses, but not major losses, but we take losses every day. There's always something that's happening. You know what I mean? But we keep fighting through those losses in grind it out, basically, to make our enemy fall, which is Esau in the spirit. That's why you got to stay strong in this thing, man, and endure everything that come upon you. Okay.
What chapter again?
Chapter 6.
6 and 10.
Yeah, start from 10. Points in the 12. In the 12.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God.
Okay, so that's talking about these scriptures, this word, okay, this truth, this knowledge. Okay, take it all. Just like eating the whole roll, you have to take this whole thing, man, and use it. It's a weapon and an armor to you, man. Okay, that gives you stability of mind. Go on, now.
That ye be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Okay, the wiles of the devil, man, and this is this devil Esau, man. Okay, they all come against us, right? Go on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Okay, so this isn't a fist fight. That's why Esau's not got his armies at us, man. Okay, we deal with the police now and again and whatever, but that's not the type of fight this is, man. This is not the type of war we're in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in a spiritual war, man. We're about spirits. Who can break whose spirit, man? And Esau, he knows we're out there. He definitely knows we're out there, and he can't find a way yet to break us. I mean, he's got to certain people, because quickly get this. What if I got it? Quickly. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Because Esau gets to a couple guys, and they break and they go back into the world because this truth is too hard for them to endure. That's why they don't go out in the winters. That's why they don't want to do their videos. They don't want to do anything. Okay, they just want to have a good time. Okay, but this is not our rest. This is not a place for our good time. Okay, read it up, please.
1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Okay, so Satan's always looking for that weakness in you, man, and he's going to try and exploit that weakness. And if you're not strong enough, man, you're going to succumb to his attacks. Okay, that's why it's a spiritual warfare, man, because he's done his job by taking you out of this truth. He's prevented you from salvation, man.
Yep. That's what it's set up to do.
So but the elect, they're the strong ones. They're the fortified ones. Okay, because they believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in sincerity, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is dealing with them to be strong. Okay, giving them that strength, giving them that faith. Because ultimately it's who the Lord is dealing with, and if He's giving you that portion of faith to be able to handle all the madness that you're going to go through. Okay, that's why, Lord willing, we all endure until the end. Okay, because that's the important thing. If you got faith strong enough to take you to the end, then you can be saved, man. Okay, but if you can't, fight that good fight of faith, the scripture tells you about. If you can't fight that fight, you're gonna break and you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna be taken away. Satan will get to you. Okay, and that is the fight. That is the fight that we're all in. Okay. You got something there?
Precept. Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So basically we're going to be enduring, long suffering. We're not going to be pushed into a corner because we're fighting that good fight of the faith, like the brother said.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
just finish off Ephesians. Just a couple more verses.
Alright, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Okay, that's it on that. Grab me 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3, please. Okay, so yeah, you got to take this whole truth on, man. Okay, and use that for as your defense. Okay, and it's also your offense, man. Okay, to defend you. An offense is a defense. Is still, you know, and you got to take on the whole thing to be able to do that, man, because that's going to make your faith firm. Okay, which is going to help you endure. Okay, which is what you need to do in this thing. Okay,
2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Okay, so like I said, this is not a physical war. Okay, it takes its toll in the physical. You know what I mean? You know, brothers feeling fucked up and shit, with ailments and pains and all this kind of, you know, stuff. But that again is just all part of that refining, that chastisement that you have to endure, man. Because
conditioning.
Like I said, you have to be proven. So you're commanded to go through these things. You're commanded. This is not even if you want to. You're commanded to go through these things. Okay, so you know that's an unspoken commandment. It's not even unspoken. You know what I mean? The Lord said, you know, hey, take up the cross, man. That and everything that entails is suffering. Okay, so you know you're commanded to do that. Okay, so it's not about what you want. Oh, I don't want to go out this and I don't want to do this and I don't, you know, it's not about that. If you want to serve the Lord, then you do as you're commanded, man.
I have to read this, man.
Go on up.
Because you said it's command. 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore, let me see it. Yeah, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. So that's the point, man. Right. You're commanded to endure hardness as a good soldier. Now, what does a soldier do? Take orders.
Yep. You know, he's very disciplined. You know, and that's what you gotta be in this truth, man. I mean, we're just men, so we can be got at. You know, I mean, be bent out of shape from time to time and shit. But you gotta compose yourself, man. You gotta regain that composure and continue doing what you're doing, man. Rather than let Satan fuck around with you, like for however long until he breaks you, man. You gotta kind of give the finger to him, man, and keep on moving, man. Okay, keep moving forward because you want to reach that end. Okay. You carry on with 2 Corinthians 10.
It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds."
Okay, so you got guys out there that would like to see us in you know, hand fist fights with fucking police, everybody that we hate, and all that. You know, they would like that, man, because they're fucking ignorant assholes, man. Okay, and don't understand what this is truly about. Okay, like we said, like he says here, like we just read, this is a spiritual war. Okay, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. We not got fucking clubs and guns and bow and arrow. You know what I mean? Because that ain't gonna do shit. Because what we're gonna read in a minute in the definition, man, like this war of attrition that we're at, man. If it's a carnal war, Esau's got all the resources, man. He got all the power in that respect. Okay, but the thing is, because our power is spiritual, our resources is actually much greater. Because our power is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and all we have to do is wait, be patient, which is another thing that we're gonna draw out in a minute as well. It's about that patience. Okay,
and that's one of the things that Esau failed at, man, having patience.
Yeah, he ain't got patience.
He wanted that morsel of meat and sold his birthright, man. Sold his birthright.
Yeah, but read on that.
It says, verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai.
Yep, Carol.
And having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
When your obedience is fulfilled, man. Okay, that's patience, man. To be obedient, you know, you gotta be humble. Okay, you gotta do as you're told, basically. That's what obedience is, to do as you're told. Okay, like I said, suffering is part of that commandment, man. That's just something that goes hand in hand, and you have to be prepared. You have to do what you can to withstand them temptations, them the hardships that you go through. You have to kind of be able. You have to be able to shrug them off.
Yeah, just condition yourself. You're gonna become conditioned the more hardships you go through.
You know, but that's why the scripture calls it refining.
Yeah.
You know, through the fire of adversity, which we're gonna bring out in a minute.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're gonna be more.
Yeah, that's it,
you're gonna become desensitized. See, in the world, you'd be so sensitive about every little thing. Oh, I just want to be happy. I just want to get on with life. I don't want problems. Too much cortisol.
Yeah,
but then you become acclimatized to some cortisol.
This world is full of problems, man. So, you know, that's too bad, man. But you got to man up, gird up your loins like a man and deal with the shit, man. Okay, because everybody's going through shit, man. You know what I mean? That's not a strange thing. Okay, we just have to deal with it. You just have to deal with it.
I'm accustomed to it.
Okay, but yeah, back in Google. Yeah, no, Google. Yeah, get Google.
Can.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not a new book.
Yeah, it says attrition warfare is a military strategy consisting of belligerent attempts to win a war by wearing down the enemy to the point of collapse through continuous losses in personal and material.
Alright, so some men get worn down, man. They get worn down and they just can't hack it no more, and they lose everything. And they think they gain something coming out of this, but you know, you lost. Okay, you out of the battle.
It goes
finished.
It goes on to say the war is usually won by the side with greater such resources.
Right. So in this case, the one with the greater resources is obviously Esau. He has all these means of attacking us. You know, even subliminally he's able to attack us. You know what I mean? That's not even thinking about his armies and shit. You know, he has every method under the earth to attack us with, man, and he uses them to fuck with us, man, and fuck with everybody else on this planet. Okay, he is the one with the greater resources. He's the one with the greater military power. Our warfare does not seem like we can come out with a win.
Yeah.
Okay, and yet we gonna stand head to head with him in this war of attrition, man, in this spiritual war. Okay, because this is what we're dealing with. Okay, like I said, we're not dealing with guns right now. Okay, we're dealing with actual spiritual warfare, demons and shit. Okay, trying to subvert your mind to do wickedness, man. Okay, that's what we're dealing with every day. Okay, but I want to get this quickly, and we'll jump into the next bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2 seconds. First John chapter 4 and 4. Sure.
How do you turn on that? Oh, Salaki, can you remind me?
First John chapter 4 verse 4.
First John chapter 4 verse 4. It says, "Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world."
All right, so that's Esau. The one that's in the world is Esau, right? We are going to overcome him, or we have already overcome him, because the Lord has already done the work. Okay, the Lord's already conquered all of that. Okay, we just gotta be obedient and endure. The Lord's already done the work. Okay, so it's saying here, you have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you. Who's that? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we look like we can't do a damn thing because we ain't got the resources, we ain't got that power, that might to tackle Esau and bring him down. You know, nothing's gonna work on a carnal level. Nothing's gonna work. Okay, but putting your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that is our great power. Okay, and it's greater than him. Okay, it says greater is He that is in you. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is greater in us than he that is in the world. So at the end of all this, that's all going to manifest, man. We're going to overcome it. We're going to win this war of attrition despite having the lesser resources. Because it said there, usually the man or the person with the more resources wins. Okay, by that logic, Esau should win. But like I said, this is not a carnal fight. This is not a physical fight. He's gonna ultimately lose this spiritual battle that we're all going through, man. He's gonna lose. Okay. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man. That's why it's important to trust in the Lord, because you know, He that is inside of us, you know, is greater than him that is in the world, and him that is in the world. If you look according to prophecy, it's, you know, your heart will fail if you see them S400s just being shut off and knowing they're gonna be here in 15 minutes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
You know what I mean?
You're gonna fucking hold it. Nah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, a normal man, a natural man would be afraid of that, but you know, a spiritual man of the Lord anyway, is going to be like, all right, well, cool, man. And, you know, the Lord's going to come and grab the elect. Says it in His word. He keeps His word.
That's right.
That's it.
Just get the other example out. I mean, it's the same term, but this comes from the Urban Dictionary, right? And I read it and I liked it, so I thought I'd bring it out. Well, I like points in it, so we'll bring it out.
This is the Urban Dictionary. Once again, on the word War of Attrition. It says, a war in which forces do not confront each other in direct combat.
Okay, so again, like I said, we're not face to face with Esau doing that. He's not in our face trying to do shit, and you know, we're not in his face like directly. We're out here, you know, doing our thing to combat the forces that be. Okay, go on.
It says, with the full strength of their teams, but instead aim to wear each other down over a period of time, using tactics such as guerrilla warfare, sabotage. That's them fucking spies and shit. Okay, infiltrators. Okay, those niggas that pretend to be men of the Lord, they'll be your brother and are not. Okay, sabotage. Crept in unawares.
You know, you got all kinds of ways to sabotage shit. Okay, that I already mentioned just one way, but you know, Esau does sabotage shit.
Yeah, they try and come up with a flat Earth and all try kind of doctrines, say the chip ain't the chip.
You know, fucking with the scriptures. You know, teaching sciences that are not true.
Yeah, and also slander.
Yeah.
You know, try and slander the men.
So yeah, Esau got many tricks, man. Go on.
Sabotage and other dishonorable means of combat.
Other dishonorable means of combat, man. Man don't fight, he fight dirty.
Fight dirty,
Man
bro.
fights dirty, man. You know, lies, like brothers say, lies and slanders, and you know, he fights dirty, man.
Trying to put brothers' personal informations in
yeah,
videos.
you know, he fights dirty, man. And that's the shit we gotta put up with. Shit like that, brothers have to deal with shit like that, man. You know, Esau, when Satan gets in you, man, he fucks with you on a dirty level, man.
Low blows.
You know, he ain't got no rules. He set the rules, so anything goes with him. Okay, but we got our scriptures, man. That is what we conduct ourselves by. We do what we commanded to do. We don't try and get drawn out into his bullshit, because Esau loves that.
Yeah.
He loves you to lose your rag and or you know, do whatever he wants you to do. Because anything other than what the scriptures is, he gets you to do is a win for him. Okay, so brothers got to be screwed on with the scriptures and how to conduct yourself in this world. Okay, having that wisdom about you, which you get from the scriptures, you know how to conduct yourself, man, and use that wisdom, man, that you learn. Okay, because Esau would love to fuck with you, man. Okay, but the only way you can keep that sound mind and all that kind of stuff is if you're in these scriptures and you understand them. Okay, so you like, you know, it's inevitable. You gotta put up with shit. You gotta deal with shit. Okay, that's the attacks. That's the spiritual warfare, man. Okay, fucking with your spirit. Okay, you have to fend that off. Okay, which, like we read the scriptures, is your armor. Okay, you have to wear that. Okay, to be able to cope. Okay.
This is the point you wanted, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's paragraph as well, yeah.
The war is a war which will not necessarily be won by superior skill.
Right. In our case, like, I mean, we're skillful in the scriptures, but in terms of warfare, none of us are like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We ain't got nothing to war with.
Yeah.
You know, we've already got these scriptures, but that's our skill set. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like much on paper. You know what I mean? It don't look like a little, but like we read earlier, he that is in us is greater than he that is in the world. Okay, so that skill set we have is very valuable, man. Okay, and like I said, if you can keep that faith, you can suffer those things that come upon you, endure, harness like a good soldier, then you gotta have the power, because Yahweh shall go and bring that power. Okay, and defeat our enemies, man, that are too strong for thee, which is what David sang about, man. Okay, I've got that here as well. But we're going to finish this off quickly.
It says, the war is a war which will not necessarily be won by superior skill, but by patience and skillful resource management.
By patience, the one that is more patient, the one that has more faith. Okay, in this respect. Okay, patience is a virtue, man. Okay, and it's very underestimated, man. You know, like, because with patience you got there's a scripture on that. Let me quickly find that. Okay, have you got something to say?
Yeah, man. Well, I might as well get the scripture. When you go to Revelations 13 and 10, it says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints." So our patience will be greatly rewarded. And the reason why is because we endured that which we was commanded to endure, and then the reward is that those people that slayed us, we're gonna be rewarded with treading upon our enemies. Okay.
I got that scripture, Rock. It's oh, you're in that?
And like it said, like it said, man. Like the brother said, the sword that Esau is gonna have is gonna be nothing in comparison with the spiritual blessing that we're gonna have. So yeah,
we know the Lord wins, man. The Lord comes back with his mighty angels and it's game over, man. The Esau ain't doing nothing. It's not a war no more. It's just it's just a takeover, man. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, James chapter 1 verse 3.
James chapter 1 verse 3. It says, "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience."
And that's only how we gonna win. If you're patient enough, man, you can endure. You're gonna win. It's an automatic win. Okay, because like I said, we don't have to do nothing. The Lord's done the work. You know what I mean? He's put the work in, and everything. The scripture's gonna manifest itself, and this is all gonna end. You just have to make sure you're there when the end comes.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man, because it did say, yeah, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So you're gonna have highs and lows in this truth, where your faith is like up there and then your faith be down there, man. Different brothers have different levels of faith. That's why we build each other's faith up in the understanding of the scriptures.
Yep.
And it says, "But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him."
That's good. You don't need to read no more. It's fine. You grab me Isaiah 40 verse 10. 48 verse 10.
Isaiah 48. Isaiah 48 verse 10. It says, "Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction."
Right. So like I said, it's a commandment to go through problems and issues, man. Okay, we're being tried as far in a furnace, man. Going through afflictions, man. Okay, that's just what it is, man. If you can't handle that, can't handle the heat. It's like the saying, get out the kitchen. You know what I mean? But brothers that are firm in faith, they're gonna suffer. They're gonna suffer it. Whatever it is, they're gonna suffer it. The Lord gonna make a way for them to pass. Because ultimately, it's the Spirit given to you by the Heavenly Father that enables you to do anything. Okay, so if you pass them tests, that's because the Most High is dealing with you, man. Okay, He's strengthening you to overtake these things, man, and move on, man. I think I had that here actually. Oh yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13, please.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13. It says, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man."
Okay, so we're exposed to all these things just like everybody else is, man. Okay, the difference is the Lord dealing with you, man? Are you gonna peel away and just go into darkness? Okay, or are you gonna come out the other side of things? Okay, it goes on. Yeah.
"But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able."
Okay, so you're not gonna, if you're a man, the Lord is dealing with you. You're never gonna come to a situation where it's too much for you. Okay, because the Lord only doesn't want you to be destroyed. So, He's gonna make it possible for you to do. Okay. Go on.
"But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it."
Okay, so the Most High maketh a way, man. He enables you to deal with it, man, and move on. Okay, yeah, it was difficult. Situations get difficult, man, but it's not impossible. Okay, so it's just a matter of believing, believing that. Okay, that the Lord can do that. Okay. Can you grab me Zechariah chapter 13 verse 9, please, Doc?
Okay, this is Zechariah chapter
13 and 9. Yeah.
13 and 9. And I will bring the third part. Do you want it from 8?
No.
Alright. Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. Okay,
so back to the refining process, to be proven, basically, to be purified. Okay, we have to go through affliction. That's what that's why we set hurdles, so to speak, to jump over, man, to make ourselves worthy, to purify us, to strengthen us, to harden us. Okay, going up.
And will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Yahweh is my power.
That's right. Okay. Just a couple more. Grab me. Grab me Philippians. Actually, we'll get Romans 12 first, 12 and 1, and then we get Philippians afterwards.
This is Romans 12 and 1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
Okay, so all this is reasonable service, man. So if you come in this truth, man, you need to understand that. Okay, this is not a holiday camp, man. This is not a hangouts group. Okay, you're expected to do work and to suffer things, man. Go through things. Okay, you have to know that. Okay, scripture in the Apocrypha, man. If you come to serve the Lord, man, prepare yourself for temptation, man. Yeah. So you have to be ready. As ready as you can be, because you never be fully ready. You don't fully know yet until you gain experience in it. And that's a big thing that's coming up at the minute.
Yeah.
In terms of like order and experience and stuff like that. You younger brothers that haven't had that many years in it, man, just don't know yet. Okay, men that have been through more things and they have a better understanding of these things, man. And I'm not speaking like I'm some older in this truth. Like, there's plenty of guys been in this truth longer than myself. So, I have a certain understanding, but those men that have been in this longer than I have a even greater understanding, and that's why they're in the positions that they're in. And everybody has to acknowledge that and have respect to that. But yeah, we're moving on. Was it Philippians chapter 3 and 7?
Philippians chapter 3 verse 7. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahweh Shai.
Okay, so we read about having to take losses, man. Okay, because we will continue to take L's until the Lord turns up. Okay, you have to be able to put up with that. Okay, we don't really win no victories per se over Esau until the end. Okay, when you get brothers coming in, yeah, they're victories. When brothers come in this truth, man, they understand, and they want to do the work. That's our victories, man. But in terms of these heathens getting the destruction, that's not going to turn up until the Lord turns up, man. There's lots of things going to go on in the world, lots of the destructions and plagues and all this stuff. So we rejoice in those things too, but our ultimate win don't come until the Lord turns up and gets the win. You know what I mean? So we have to sit there and get disrespected and work for Esau and get talked to like shit sometimes, and refrain from punching his face, and that's just what it is. Okay, so
there's a bit more.
Yeah, get the rest of that. Yeah, verse 8.
Verse 8, yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushai, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushai.
Okay, so we go through this process, losing stuff, man, in the hope that really we get the love of Yahushai. You know what I mean? So, like, we go through these things knowing that is the process. You know, that they all like carrying to as good works, that you was willing to sacrifice things. Okay, because this is about sacrifice. Okay, you will lose a lot of stuff in this truth.
Precept.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Matthew 16:25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
See, some people want to cling on to what they got in this world. Okay, and that can be a problem, man. Problem people that can't let go of shit. You know what I mean? You have to be able to let go. You may still have things in this world. You know, I'm sure brothers still have things that are associated with this world. You know, whether it be a woman or whatever, because she ain't on point. You know what I mean? But you know, you have to be able to be prepared to let everything go, to lose everything. And like I said, the longer you're in this truth, the more you end up losing. That's just the truth. A young brother hasn't known loss yet. You might lose certain things, but he hasn't known loss yet. The elders apostles, man, they've gone through a ton more stuff, man, that you will never know about. You know what I mean? So you'll never be able to say anything. Okay.
One more scripture, right?
Go on.
Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. So yeah, the house of mourning is one of those requirements, because you have to take a lot of losses before you get wins. And that's the point.
Yeah. Psalms 18 verse 17. I'll probably end it on that.
Psalm 17 verse 18.
18 and 17.
That's a lot. That's 18 and 17. Alright, Psalms 18:17. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me.
Okay, so you know, we put our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai to deliver us, man, because like we mentioned, man, this war of attrition, on paper we should lose. Okay, we should lose, man, but because it's a spiritual warfare and Esau's not spiritual, you know, we gonna win. Okay, because you're gonna be given the faith and the patience to deal with everything. You know, like we went back to 2 Timothy 2:3, enduring hardness as a soldier. You're gonna be able to go through these things, and ultimately, you know, the Lord gonna deal with your enemies, man. Okay, so that's what we wait upon, and that's why, you know, we gonna only win that war of attrition, man. Because this is a battle of the spirit. Okay, and Esau he ain't equipped. He's got all these gizmos, but he ain't equipped with the spirit, man. He ain't equipped with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So all that is fruitless, man. Okay, but that's the kind of, you know, back and forth we go in the spirit to remain in this truth, man. The battle to keep yourself in it. You know, like the same, you gotta be in it to win it. Okay, like there's so much battle in the spirit and the mind and all that kind of stuff, and like it takes its physical toll on you, man. Makes you tired. Okay, makes you not want to go out on the highways and byways and stuff like that. But you gotta persevere, man. You gotta get up and do what you gotta do, man. You know, what did we used to say, man? About, you know, getting your crown, man. Getting down for your crown. You know. So yeah, that's just what it is, man. You got stiffen up.
Don't lighten up, tighten up. Yeah,
that's right. Okay, so you know, and that goes with a whole lot of things that's going on right now. You know, doing your videos, you know, doing your free videos at minimum, but getting into that spirit of doing more than that, doing what you can. You know. So you know, with that I'm gonna end it there.
Yeah,
but we're gonna have to say. So you know, with that, Akim, I'm gonna say shalom until the next time. Shalom.
Shalom.